We about ready to get this one started. Let's go to the home screen. I didn't even. I just like to leave it where it was at the last time. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's watch this. How WWE should book the Rumble. It is the day of the Rumble, so let's see.
File 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at turbotax.com. That's me!
Paid off. So I won't need to do that. Push this.
All right, so this is going to get messy, so go put on your bibs. And I got my fancy booking journal here, because I am a giant nerd. But yes, because the Royal Rumble is just around the corner, and as we have established I am a geek, I thought we should try and plan the whole thing. Which is going to be pretty hard, because as I can see here, we don't even know who's in it at the moment. So instead I'm going to try and focus on the bigger stars, which means obviously there's two people we massively have to talk about. It's here on page 42, and it's CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Now, I've given my reasons as to why I think CM Punk should win on a different video, so please do make sure you check out there now. But actually, I think it does have to come down to these two individuals, because as you can keep seeing on the TV, when it comes to those who are super duper mega over, this is number A and B. Wait, it's also why I don't think we should muck around here and we should keep things obvious. So it doesn't matter which order you go in, because really number 2 is the same as number 1, but CM Punk should come in numero uno, Cody Rhodes should come in at number 2, and then they don't even have to do anything. Just look at each other and let the fans go crazy and don't pretend they wouldn't do. There's rumoredly going to be 50,000 people at the 2024 Royal Rumble, so just let them cook. It's also genuinely going to re-establish CM Punk as a major star, that arguably you don't need to do that. But if he does go all the way from the start and all the way to the end, it's going to tick that box. And it does the same for Cody as well. That's basically what he did last year, and now he's going to do it again. You're also going to get a thunderous reaction right from the off, and given how much potential there is when it comes to 2024 and WWE, well, let's set the scene from here and just continue to rise to the tippity top. Now I can already hear people going, Simon, that's so boring and that's so obvious. But again, it would drive the biggest reaction. That's what I want. But it also ties directly into number 3, who would be Duke the Dumpster Drozy. That's wrong. Hang on, that's the wrong Dominic Mysterio. I suppose you could chuck him instantly, because once again that is going to get a pop, but it'd probably be more fun if CM Punk and Cody Rhodes just smack him around for a while. And also, it would make number 4 even better, because do you know who you send out there right after this? WWE has done it before, it's one of their favourite tricks. Finn Balor. Now, of course, we started to play the numbers game as the Judgment Day takeover, because in at number 5 is JD McDonough. And then you already know the deal. Now, you could send Damian Priest out there, but whether WWE does that or not, I don't know, because he is Mr. Money in the Bank. But the next person after maybe Damo or after JD is R-Truth. And do you want to know why I want that? Because it would make me laugh. That's why I watch wrestling, damn it, to be entertained. He absolutely has to throw JD as well as we carry on that one. And from there, you can basically do whatever you want for a while. I mean, the ring will be quite noisy at that point, so you can have your baby faces throw out some heels, whatever, doesn't matter. You have to go into settling down time, because it is going to go more than an hour. It also means when our next story beat comes around, it will get a massive, oh my gosh. Here comes Drew McIntyre. We're also going to have some bodies in there because McIntyre needs to be angry, and just to get you up to speed, as I am recording this, we haven't had that 1st of January Raw, so I don't know what's going to happen between Drew and Seth Rollins, but I have a feeling in my tum-tum that Seth Rollins will still be the World Heavyweight Champion, and the reason Drew is going to lose is because he's going to get screwed. Therefore, he does need to be furious with smoke coming out of his ears, and after he tosses some bodies, not like that, don't be weird, he can even go and thump CM Punk and Cody Rhodes for a while, because don't forget, that's one of the best things about the Royal Rumble, is that you get interaction between top stars, even though at this current juncture, they're not in feuds. Sometimes WWE forgets that, not this year. We are certainly not going to be the dudes to throw him out though, because we have to tie into the next part of this narrative. I'm a bit worried he may come back to TV before this, because he did join WWE for their holiday tour post the 25th of December, but if I was WWE, which I'm not because they're an entity and I'm a person, the person to come in and sort out Drew would of course be, say it with me, Sami Zayn. Because yes, he can do his big return to the Rumble and eliminate McIntyre, and then we can do my favourite thing that WWE does, which is the Scottish Warrior getting back in the ring, and he eliminates Sami Zayn even though that makes no sense. But look, we've said it as a precedence now and never change it because it makes me laugh. Now, I'm also saying this because I like to see Drew versus Sami at WrestleMania. I think if you really give them time, that could be amazing. Which brings us to our next character, which is a bit of a difficult one because it could be or it may not be Gunther. And the only reason I do say that is that he probably will still be the Intercontinental Champion come the Royal Rumble. If we go back to the 2023 one, the only reason he was in the thing is because he didn't have a match that night where he was defending his belt. So let's just for the sake of argument say that's what's going to happen again, and the Gunther man is going to be in the Rumble. Now do not forget during that event too, he was the final two, and it was Cody Rhodes that eliminated him. But here, I think we should start planting some seeds and actually have a couple of directions we can go in. Because a big part of me also hopes that Jey Uso gets in there, and he is the guy to throw out Gunther. And then, my gosh, you can start telling everyone, maybe, just maybe, Jey is going to be the guy to finally beat the Ring General and become the Intercontinental Champion. And given right now, he's not able to win a world title, because there's just too many other people, that would absolutely rule. We all know what a good job Gunther has done with that belt. The thing is though, and this is where the other direction comes into play, I'm pretty sure at WrestleMania 40 we are going to do Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, and originally I thought we were going to set that up at the Royal Rumble, so now I find myself contradicting myself. So let's start with option one, which is indeed that Gunther does get eliminated from the Rumble by Jey Uso, which...
Hey YouTubers, I'm V, your trusted guide to YouTube success with VFly.
Builds the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view premium live event. And don't forget, we went huge with that in 2023, and we're definitely going to do that in 2024, because it's in Australia in front of thousands of people, and just when Uso is about to become the IC champion, who screws him over? Jimmy Uso. That builds to WrestleMania. Or the other way to do it is a simpler one, and Jimmy and Jey finally re-meet in the Rumble, and they just topple over the top together, or whatever you want to do. But now that I have said that, the first one is so much better. So let's do that, damn it. Otherwise, we're not doing it right. That really does come down to the fact that I think the WWE wants to go all in with this February premium live event, as they should. I don't know the total capacity of that Australian stadium, but I imagine it's pretty damn big. Plus, isn't that just more emotionally charged? Jey Uso about to become a champion, and then Dan Jimbo does it again. Now, on the other side of this, I don't actually think you are going to get Logan Paul in the Rumble because he will be defending his United States Championship, and that's probably going to be against Kevin Owens. So he ain't going to be in the thing either. There's also nice easy ones too, like Carlito should return and chuck out Santos Escobar. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? I've been through my book and there's no reason not to. Even though the roster is massively stacked this year too, I still think we could see some surprises. And one outside bet could be the returning Braun Strowman. And if he is good to go, I hope he gets in there and gets into it with Bobby Lashley. So I'm thinking about this. And at WrestleMania 40, I need a big man slapping man meat match. When you go through everything, there ain't nothing better than Braun versus Bob. Also, we are going to have to get Lashley out of that Royal Rumble without making him look like a goober. He's like the most over guy at the moment who doesn't actually have a proper story. I'd be all up for Chris Masters getting the Ruthless Aggression spot too, which is something that WWE has done recently. Which brings me to another one that you may not see coming. Now look, this is me just hoping and speculating and wishing and wanting, but if Big E has been able to recover to his neck injury, my word, put him in the Royal Rumble just for the magnificent pop he's definitely going to get. So I want to make it clear that health and happiness first and foremost. If he's not good to go, do not do it. And the only real negative here is that if Big E does come back in the Royal Rumble, he should win the thing. But sometimes beggars can't be choosers, and just having him participate will make me warm and fuzzy in my tum-tum, so I'm saying it just in case. When you do flip over to the Women's Royal Rumble as well, I actually think it's nice and simple this year. Just go and give it to flubbing Becky Lynch. Because when you know you have Becky versus Rhea Ripley in your back pocket for something like WrestleMania 40, you don't overthink it and you stick with Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Also, you do not want to wait on this, because look what can happen. Look at somebody like Charlotte Flair. She was in probably for a big program with Bianca Belair, and now she could be out for all of 2024, and that sucks. So one, all best wishes to her, and two, yeah, just do Becky versus Rhea so we can actually experience and enjoy it for what it is. As we are going 1 and 2 crazy with the Men's Rumble as well, Lynch can enter whichever number she wants. I've already said this, but I'll say it again. Don't forget, the best Rumbles, 9 times out of 10, are where the fan favourites win, and who more popular than Becky Lynch. I would let Bayley have a proper run in this year's Rumble as well before Damage Control accidentally on purpose eliminates her. And we want to make sure we do the same for Bianca Belair as well. I'm now not sure where she does fit into WrestleMania, but she is a big star. Treat her like one. There's also the biggest of all shocks that WWE could pull, and I've come up with an idea for this, so let's just say it. Sasha Banks. Now, nobody knows what the deal is at the moment, and maybe she goes to WWE or AEW or Impact or who knows what. Maybe she goes back to New Japan. But this seems to make oh so much sense in the world, because Bayley obviously is about to be screwed over by Damage Control. Sasha Banks can return. She can help her former friend, and those two can get back together, and I'll cry a tear of joy. And yes, this is another one where you'll be going, Simon, if Sasha Banks come back, she should win the Rumble. But yeah, sure, that can happen. You can put her in at number 30, and the last two people can be Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. And then it doesn't even matter who is victorious, because once again, that entire stadium is going to go nuts. Actually, that does tie into what I just said, because then Sasha can choose Io Sky. That ties into the Bayley storyline. At WrestleMania, she can become the SmackDown Women's Champion. And Becky Lynch can do what I think Cody's going to have to do and fight through the Elimination Chamber just to get to Rhea. In fact, that's pretty damn good. Do it. Of course, to end as well, I do have to keep all my fingers crossed and try and manifest this into existence, because it's not very likely. But maybe, just maybe, 2024 will be when we finally get the surprise return of the Repo Man. I mean, it has to happen one day, I think. And look, nobody else is talking about it. So if I stop, we're totally boned. So yes, I'm just going to sit here now until the end of January and hope my dreams come true. I think I'm going to be here a very long time. Now, more important than all of this, you need to get in the comments and tell me a bunch of stuff. Not just who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble, but what surprises are we going to get, and what stories are we going to tie up in a neat little bow, and how the flub is it going to tie into WrestleMania 40. Also, make sure you click the video on the screen right now, which is 10 things you didn't know about the Royal Rumble, so you get your trivia up to par. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. And get ready for a wonderful year in professional wrestling, because that's what my book says. It's right here. 2024 is going to be great. I don't even know what that's about, but it feels good, doesn't it? Goodbye.
The show with women's match.
We're lost in the dark.
Women's Royal Rumble match.
But you give people hope.
I would love Roman Reigns to be a main event.
Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from What Culture. He's Michael Hamflett.
I didn't mean to go to the next video, y'all. I was just talking. I didn't know it was on autoplay.